Hi, it's Mike Stiles. Here's the Content Marketing Quickie for the week ending October 22nd. A lot of brands are wringing their hands about how to get user-generated content coming and working for them. Well, lotion up those hands and keep at it, because Natasha Smith at Direct Marketing News brings us some stats that shows UGC works and is worth the effort. 70% of people put peer recommendations above pro content. 25% of search results for the world's 20 biggest brands are links to UGC. 86% of millennials say UGC is a good indicator of a brand or service's quality. And brand engagements go up 28% when consumers get both pro content and user-generated product video. I know your content marketing efforts are perfect and flawless and are setting the world on fire with its effectiveness. But the rest of us usually run into things that make us break out the antacids. John Miller lists the 5 most common obstacles in business to community. 1. Egocentricity. Your content has an internal context rather than the audience's context. You're just too promotional. 2. Misalignment. People are told to be content creators when that's not in their talent tool belt. Number 3, friction, which usually happens because everyone wasn't invited to be in on the content planning. 4, mediocrity. Because you have to please all those internal stakeholders, you wind up with content that's just okay, and that will be promptly ignored. And number 5, lack of audience. Building it doesn't mean they'll come, so you better kick up your distribution efforts. Are you including social images in your emails? Only 8% of marketers say they're doing that effectively, meaning effective in getting engagement. That's what we learned from Curate and the Internet Marketing Association's State of Visual Commerce report. Now, if you ask me about brands including social buttons in their emails, no problem. 76% of them do that. But only 14% of emails have social images. So why not? The top reasons were different databases and systems, analytics and data collection issues, and those darn silos aren't doing cross-channel cooperation. But if you do it, and you do get it right, a fitness retailer saw a lift in engagement with product photos on their site of 7 times after sending their first email with Instagram content in it. Of those who are using social photos, less than 3% are using Instagram, 53% are embedding Facebook content. Reviews from real people are a powerful influence. Shoppers look for such reviews, and brands live to have a nice steady flow of them on their sites. But come on, we're friends. You can tell me. Do you actually believe those reviews you see? Daphne Howland reports on Retail Dive, Amazon has filed lawsuit number 2 in the great war on fake reviews, and this time it involves Fiverr. You know, that site where people will do just about anything for $5, including write favorable product reviews. But Amazon isn't suing Fiverr, they're suing Fiverr's users, 1,114 of them. Fiverr's fine with that, saying the onus is on brands to moderate and ensure the authenticity of reviews. Jennifer Griffin, VP Content Integrity and Insights for Amazon's Bazaar Voice, says for any brand that incorporates consumer-generated content on their site, it's crucial to create a review environment consumers can trust. Some other fake review sites Amazon sued in April, well, let's just say they went for a ride in the country and we ain't seen them since. A sure sign of how serious something is or how much it's working is how much people who are often really tight with money are spending on it. A new report from Forrester says a lot of orgs are raising their content marketing budgets. That's true for B2B and B2C. In 2015, 25% of marketers raised their content marketing budget 30% or more over 2014. About half raised it at least 20%. They might be spending that additional money on analytics. The study says firms are thinking a lot about how to measure their success. Forrester senior analyst Ryan Skinner tells the Advertising Specialty Institute this increased spending might be because of the shift from traditional to online media, ad blocking, and customers doing their own research. As for it working, 3/4 told Forrester they got increased loyalty and lower marketing and media costs thanks to content marketing, and 57% saw welcomed outcomes like more revenue and sales, money and stuff. Gaze into my crystal ball, and I shall tell you marvelous tales of the future. I see Senator Caitlyn Jenner. No, I don't see that, but Mashable has a tool called Knowledge Graph that does seek to know in advance when a story is going to spread like wildfire over social, and over email and text, which is a fair bit harder to do. Now, don't get overexcited. You brands can't pinpoint which influencer is triggering a burst of sharing, but Mashable is chatting with some other companies about beefing up Knowledge Graph's capabilities. Their CTO, Robin Peterson, says there's a lot we need to learn and look at before we come up with super concrete steps on what actions brands should take based on the Knowledge Graph's charts. They're doing some tests with MasterCard. If this product sounds kind of similar to Pound, a product of BuzzFeed, that's because it's super similar. So similar, Ad Age's Tim Peterson says Mashable's internal code name for its product was kilogram, as in over 2 pounds. Those wacky techies. Gather round, kids. Let unbalanced Uncle Mike tell you about a crazy time in history when the news was printed with ink on sheets of paper and then thrown right at people's doors. And if cats misbehaved, you could scare them by rolling up this news. You know, actually, the New York Times public editor, Margaret Sullivan, says print brought in 70% of their revenue in 2014. But still, you got to keep up with the times. Get it? The Times. So they teamed with Google to offer print subscribers virtual reality headsets. The hope is this will make them want to add website and mobile app access to their subscriptions. Now, when I say they're giving away virtual reality headsets, I'm not talking Oculus Rift. I'm talking about the cardboard kind you attach your smartphone to. They're also giving newsstand customers access to digital editions for 1 day, hoping that will be so freaking amazing that they won't want to give it up. The Times has over 1 million digital customers. Want to know what's going on with mobile advertising? So did Pubmatic. So they watched the billions of impressions that happen through their platform to look for trends. And there are 5 of them. Mobile CPMs are higher and growing faster than desktop CPMs. Apple app ads are increasing fastest in price and volume, while mobile web inventory is still growing. Mobile optimization, like responsive design, is progressing quickly and improving mobile web inventory quality. Private marketplace CPMs are higher than non-PMP CPMs by a factor of about 5 to 6 times. And mobile monetization is increasing and improving, especially with video and rich media. Quick, how many sites are on the internet? Almost 1 billion. John Mowat of Hurricane Media tells the Branded Content Marketing Association there are some things you better do if you want to get noticed amidst all that stuff. Make your stuff pretty. That's one of them. It's a visual world, so copy blocks are a turnoff, and people like to scan pictures and subheads. Now that Google's making user experience the priority, ditch the poor quality keyword-stuffed content. We as a species, you and I are a species, emotionally react to storytellers, so you better learn how to evoke human emotion with your content. Lastly, John warns consumers aren't stupid. They know you want them to buy your stuff, but try anyway to authentically entertain and inform. Way back in April of 2014, CNN launched Courageous, their digital studios to make content for social and digital destinations. And that was fine. Video views went up 48%. But there was a problem. CNN's usual audience expects a certain kind of video from CNN, and that kind doesn't necessarily do that well on social. The challenge? How to make those videos without those CNN expectations. The answer? Well, just don't call it CNN. Call it Great Big Story, and give it its own logo, a little red rocket ship. 30 employees are tasked with making videos millennials love, very BuzzFeedy, at the company that CNN totally funds, but that is its own corporate entity. Sarah Kessler writes in Fast Company that videos include a history of Chef Boyardee, an interview with the original voice of the Kool-Aid pitcher, and one about how the shape of our pupils is different in predators than in prey. Doesn't sound that much different from what CNN covers. B2B Marketing Insider has some numbers to throw at you around the number of marketing tech companies and how much money is flowing into the space. Guess how many marketing tech companies there are? Did you say 1,876? That's right. That's what Chief Martech says. 80 are purely content marketing operations, and investors have poured $1,097,847,416 into it. Probably some change. Companies like Oracle, IBM, NewsCred, and Outbrain went beyond investing and did full-out acquisitions. As for how much revenue is coming into the industry, content marketing software and services hauled in over $26 billion in 2014, growing 13.3%. The estimate for 2015 is just over $30 billion. This will be the 6th year in a row the content marketing industry had double-digit growth. Now, aren't you happy that's what you do? You enjoy YouTube, but oh no, it's loaded with ads, some of which you can't skip. Who's got time for that? Well, now there's YouTube Red. Yes, YouTube Red. Now you get to pay $9.99 a month instead of nothing. But those ads will be gone, and you'll get access to premium content you don't get now, and from YouTube stars you've become uncomfortably attached to. You'll also get YouTube Kids, YouTube Music Key, Google Play Music, and YouTube Gaming. You can also save videos to watch later. Now, if you're a creator, you might be thinking, hey, wait a minute. If YouTube is giving people the option not to see ads and I get paid off of ads, won't that lower my income? YouTube's Chief Business Officer Robert Kinkle says no. Look for access to YouTube Red October 26th. That's all I have for you. The transcript is at brandcontentstudios.com.